Hi, this is John Patrick Hickey. Welcome back to our talks specifically geared towards some of my younger viewers. And this applies to adults too. What we're looking at is Paul's instructions to Timothy, who is a young pastor, and we're looking at what it means to be a young person and be a person of influence. Because that's what Timothy was. He was a young person of influence, and you too can be a person of influence. And it doesn't come through how bad you are or how angry you can be. It comes through the example that you set and how it is that you can relate to the people who are around you. And that's what I want to talk about in this video. Is I quickly want to touch on the idea of loving other people. Now that's a big order. You know, we have this whole idea of all you need is love kind of thing, take over from the 60s, but it's true that we do need to love one another. But we've kind of shifted gears in this culture. You know, we've become a culture that's divided. We have a lot of people out there who are generating hatred towards one another, not love, who are bitter towards one another, who accuse one another of all kinds of things. You can be different. You can be the change maker, because it is important that we love one another. Now, loving one another doesn't mean that we're, this idea of everything is wonderful and, I love you, you love me, the universe is wonderful. It doesn't deny things that are going on. Loving one another is the ability to care for each other, to listen to one another, to hear other people and what they have to say, but at the same time, being willing to stand for your principles and helping other people to move forward and to have a successful life. Timothy had a big order. He was pastoring a church of brand new believers. I keep stressing this, but it's important. They did not have a Bible back then. They did not have, in a sense, the rule book of instructions that they could go to and look at and say, this is the way we're supposed to do things. It was all playing it by ear back then, trying to get things to work out. But he had the mentorship of Paul. He had someone who was caring for him and helping him, just as you can have the mentorship of other people who will care for you and love you and support you in the things that you're doing. I'm asking you to really consider the idea of caring for those who are around you. Doesn't mean that you agree with them, doesn't mean that you tolerate nonsense that's going around, but at the same time it does mean that you care and you're supportive. So, this is what it means to truly love one another. And be someone who is thinking the best of other people and trying to help other people to succeed in their dreams as well as you succeeding in yours. As we continue on, I want to talk about how our relationship with God is going to truly be the thing that makes the difference. Until then, for the Growth Center, this is John Patrick Hickey, and I do want to encourage you to please live your purpose and change your world.